Standing with Amanda Hancock outside St Chad's neighbourhood centre in the Limehurst estate, Oldham. Amanda, what is St Chad's?
St Chad's is a local community building that was set up for the residents. It's kind of a one-stop shop that allows them to visit all different agencies on the estate. In here we have Sure Start, we have the pharmacist, we have the local doctors, we have a library, and we also have the LVT office. There's a number of agencies who are in there who are available to the residents on the estate.
And St Chad's was a major investment by West Pennine onto the estate. Cost £1 million, is that right?
I don't know exact figures, but I'm sure it cost quite a lot of money. It was done as part of the improvement programme when LVT first came onto the estate.
So Amanda, where are we now?
We're now at LImehurst, which is the LImehurst Village Tenants and Residents Association. It's been going for quite a long time on the estate, a number of years, and LVT helps to fund towards the running costs of LImehurst. Recently, working with LImehurst, Hollingwood Voluntary Forum and our regeneration team, we've put in a bid to have an extension to the Tenants Hall, and hopefully this bid will be successful.
So this is where the extension's going to be. What's planned for this area?
This is the rear of the Tenants Hall, and on this piece of land here is where the extension will go. It will almost double the size of the Residence Hall that we have at the moment.
Okay, so we're by something called a kick pitch. What's going to happen here?
The kick pitch, we're hoping, along with the improvements to the Tenants Hall, to improve the kick pitch for the residents on the estate. We're hoping to improve the fencing, have new fencing along the bottom which will be see-through so you can see who's in the kick pitch, and then the fencing will be improved at the top. We're also going to have the area remarked for football and also for netball so that girls can come along and use it as well.
I'm Helen Barnes, Neighbourhood Renewal Manager for West Pennine Housing Association. This is a piece of land at the back of Farm Road behind me. It's quite an eyesore at the moment, as you can see. We're hoping to put some funding bins in and turn this into a nice, really like a natural play area, community garden for all these houses that are around here. There's 25 houses that back onto this property. So it's probably going to take us quite a while, but we're at the early stages of having a design done now, and then we're going to talk to all the residents, see what they think. We've done a questionnaire around all the residents to see what kind of thing they want. Once we've got a design, we'll sit down with them 2 or 3 times and come up with something that they're all happy with. Then I'll be putting some funding bins in, and hopefully sometime in 2008 we'll be going ahead and smartening this piece of land up.
Hi guys, welcome to Evergreen. It's a community garden project that's in its first year, and as you can see it's quite wintry today and we're just starting to get ready for the new planting season. Come and have a look over here. We've got some excitement going on with a tree that needs chopping down. Walk this way. This tree's caused us no end of trouble, and we're not going to kill it because we're very aware that trees have to be preserved. However, if we don't get some of it down, it's going to start to affect the garden next door, and it's quite a damaged tree anyway. So we're going to keep what we can and put out what we can. So here's some of the people who help at Evergreen, local community activists, and busy at work. Last year we had a lot of success with our raised beds. The local children from one of our schools came in and they planted beetroots and cabbage and carrots and broad beans, and they were thrilled when they grew, and they came and harvested them, took them back to school and cooked them and had them as a part of their snack at lunchtime. So we've had some success on here, and we hope to follow on this year.
You'd just like to tell us your name?
I'm Barbara.
Okay, and you're a resident here at Limehurst. How long have you been a resident on the estate, roughly?
17 years.
17 years here. So we're at this communal garden. What do you think of it?
I think it's great, and it's great for the children to play in when they're down, and for the local children as well.
So you have your grandchildren come round and play around in there?
Yeah.
And do they feel secure in there because it's sort of just for the small community round here?
I think so. It's a secure area for them to play in, and I think they love it.
Excellent. And what do you think about living on the Limehurst estate? What changes have happened over the last years?
There's a lot of changes.
But so what's actually in the garden?
Well, there's benches, some plants and a grass area for local events or parties what the residents have.
So they have sort of barbecues and things like that in there. Yeah. So that's a good place out to sit out in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually launching our Regenda First service today to all of our maritime customers. We've been working on this new service now for over 2 years. Our residents can ring the service centre and hopefully all of their queries will be answered at the first point of contact. And a minor number of their queries will have to be referred to other offices. But the basis of the service is that we will get it right first time for all of our customers. You can see it's very busy. We've got new staff and they've been trained for over 9 weeks to deliver our first class excellent service.
So Steve, how are you feeling today with all of this?
To be honest, Stuart, I've got a whole range of different emotions, sort of nervousness, excitement. So as Tracy's already said, today's a culmination of sort of the last 18 months of work. We've worked very closely with our residents. We're now starting from today to deliver a service that our residents have told us that they want, and we hope today will be the start of our road to exceptional service. I'm sure that will be the case.
Heather, have you enjoyed today? Yeah, what are you doing now? What's that? I can't see it. Tell you what, let's come and have a look, Heather. Let's have a look. Show us what you're doing. And what's this, Heather? What's the sign?
The recycling.
The recycling sign. And what are you making it out of?
Recycling stuff.
Recycling stuff. Do you think you're going to come and help us again? Is it your first time for litter picking with us?
Yeah.
Yeah? Heather's second time, your first time. You're going to come and help us again?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what are we going doing this morning, kids?
Litter picking.
What are we going to do? Litter picking. And why are we going to clean up our environment?
It's disgusting.
Who makes it disgusting though?
Us.
Is it you who makes it disgusting?
Idiots. Everybody.
Idiots. It is idiots who make it disgusting. Is it all children who make it disgusting, or is that adults as well? Adults as well?
Yes.
Yeah? Is it the first time you've done litter picking?
No.
Who, put your hand up if it's your first time. And who's done it before? Show me if you've been out with us before. And what did we find last time?
Needles.
Did we find needles last time?
Yeah.
Did we? What else did we find?
A big pair of jeans.
Big pair of jeans. I found lots of beer cans. And I found cigarette packets. They weren't good either. What are we going to find this time, do we think?
Crisp packets.
Crisp packets.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum, yeah, there's a lot of chewing gum, isn't there? That's not very good. And how is it going to look when we've finished? Tidier. Will we be pleased?
Yes.
Yeah? And are we going to ask people to keep it clean in future?
Yeah.
So we're here at the police post at LImehurst Estate with local constable, is it?
It is, yes.
Local constable. What's your name, sir?
PC Andy Wallace.
And what involvement do you have with LImehurst Village Trust on their neighbourhood action plan?
Mainly we got involved because of some of the local issues, that, especially on the estate, with regards to youths causing annoyance and issues that we have with some of the families on the estate.
And what benefits do you see working more closely with the local landlord brings?
Well, we have more power really to, it's kind of a tool really that we use, LVT and the other housing associations, to bring offenders to account for, basically they're responsible for keeping the tenancy agreements intact and not breaching them. And it gives us more power to be able to threaten that against the tenants, as opposed to using police powers that we have, which sometimes don't work. Using the powers that the housing associations have gives us a lot more leeway and a lot more leverage, if you like.